Thank you. Well, thank you very much for being here, joining us for this event. I'm Silvina Moschini, the President of Transparent Business. I'm here with my partner, Alex, who is our CEO. And if technology permits, I will be sharing our presentation. And first of all, I would like to start by saying that today is the best time to innovate. We have seen a lot of disruption. If you have seen around, for example, you have probably seen cars wearing pink mustaches. Companies like Lyft or other companies such as Uber disrupting the transportation, the taxi industries. Companies such as Airbnb disrupting the hotel industries. Companies such as WhatsApp disrupting the telecommunications industry. Things changing. However, there is one industry that has been around for over 15 years, the industry of outsourcing, that has not been changed much, and it really needs a revitalization. This industry has been around for over 15 years, but presenting initially a lot of opportunities for companies to access talent at a very cheap price. But as time passed, the price of talent increased tenfold today. So what initially cost for a professional programmer in India $3, today it costs average $30 per hour, and it's a competitive rate with any other places in the world such as Ukraine, Russia or Argentina. Also, a lot of issues arise with outsourcing that puts this industry into crisis. These issues include lack of coordination, lack of transparency, and also lack of visibility for companies to know exactly what was happening, what is going on with the talent that they are hiring outside the company. So, despite this limitation, this industry is a very sizable industry. If you look at the numbers, the outsourcing industry only in IT is around $300 billion, 288 to be precise, last year. Infosys, a company alone, made $6.7 billion last year. And India, which is the largest player in the outsourcing industry, made $140 billion last year. This means 2.8 million jobs, direct jobs alone. So the opportunity is great, but there are a lot of limitations on this industry. And these limitations are the ones that we hope that with our technology and in partnership with the government of Ukraine we will address, which is bringing transparency, bringing accountability, bringing more productivity to remote teams, even more productivity than what you have with the teams that you are handling or you're managing in your own office. Because as researchers say that during the day of work, almost 30% of the work time is spent in activities that are not related to productivity, such as social network, conversation between workers, etc. So we hope that we can help Ukraine to revitalize and also disrupt the market or the industry of crowdsourcing by adding much more jobs to what the market has today. 1.5 billion jobs today created in Ukraine. We hope to take this to the next level via a technology that we call transparent business, and is a technology that can help Ukraine to offer talent to the United States and another markets in a transparent manner, to offer a technology that can help the US to easily coordinate their workforce, their remote workforce, to provide immediate feedback, to provide scalability as well. And this technology we developed 4 years ago for our internal use. We have teams all over the world, and these teams, of course, present an important challenge: the coordination, the visibility, the productivity. So, how do you manage to have the best talent available without the geographic limitations that today are presented for forming global teams? And for that reason, we developed transparent business. And just to give you an overview of how it works, this is your virtual company. This is your dashboard. In this dashboard, you can see every single person that is part of your team. You can classify by area, by region, by department, by any criteria that you deem appropriate. There you can see the persons, and below each person you see some bars. If the bars are in green or in blue, that means that the person is actively modifying or working on the computer through keystrokes or mouse movement. You can also see where the person is based and what time is in the person location. And this is particularly important because if you have a global team, you want to make sure that you call them at an appropriate time. And more important, you will have in your dashboard, in your virtual company, at your fingertips, in your laptop or in your iPad, information on how many hours each person of the team work during a period of time, during the week, and also the possibility to click one button and do video call automatically or send a message. So this is how your company, your virtual companies look, is what we call the team dashboard. But also, aside from the team dashboard, the platforms allows you to see exactly how much time is spent in each task. And this is a list of the contractors that you have, the amount of time that they spend in each activity per day. You can also select based on different criteria. You can select a specific period of time, you can select a project, you can select a task, or many other different variables. And if you click on one of these green color buttons, you will go straight to a detailed thumbnail with the activity that each one of the workers, when they activate the timer to start working in your project, because this is sought to protect the privacy of each worker. The worker, such as when you do with Google Docs, when you are sharing information, have to activate the system and selecting which project he will be working on. So if it's green, dark, it means that this worker worked longer hours, so you can click and see exactly in which this worker has been working on. Small thumbnails with a message on top, with a cue, with a memo detailing the task. If you want to see them larger, you just mouse over or click on them and see a slideshow that is taken every 3 minutes, an estimate of 20 screens per hour that will show you exactly the work progress. But what is more important is that this is a great monitoring tool, but as a manager, you're not going to be watching every single screen of your team. But one important thing that adds up to that is that the system collects data based on the input and based on the screen and assign it to the project, creating a smart Gantt chart. This smart Gantt chart will show you exactly where you have a deviation, where you are spending more money or more time than planned. Because when you start a project, you create a project plan. This project, you will allocate time, you will allocate resources, and if this project is done using transparent business technology, the system will collect every single detail of the work process of the worker and input it to this platform. There you will see if each milestone is delivered on time, it will be green. If it's not delivered in time, it will be red. You mouse over, you click, you can see exactly who was working on that, how many hours they spend, and why they are over budget. There you can communicate and make corrections. But also important is to know that you can have access at your fingerprint to detailed information of every worker. In this case, for example, you can see the profile of a lady that is working for the company, their expertise, their skills, their qualifications. You can even make an evaluation based on your impressions of the work with her. And also, eventually, through the association with the Ukrainian IT industry, add more talent to your private cloud and create your private cloud of talent. So basically, this technology, together with the talent of the Ukrainian IT industry, will help you to build your private clouds of talent. So also one important thing is that you can collaborate in real time through video clicks, through video calls just with a click, or whatever technology based on IP that you decided to install. And just, we've been around for over 4 years. First, as I said, we developed this as an internal tool because we have the challenge of managing many people with different backgrounds in different countries. We took this tool commercially a few years ago. We have more than 5,000 clients in more than 100 clients, and we already receive a lot of recognition and acclaim from different media such as Forbes, CNN, PC Wall, and many more. And just to wrap up, the differences between this technology that we call Cloudsourcing, which is basically the next generation of outsourcing on the cloud, done transparently, done with accountability, with visibility, and with more productivity, are many. One of them is real-time status and cost of every single task and project. You'll have a lot of business intelligence on your company. You will be able to know exactly how much each phase, each part of the project is costing you, because also in the platform you can input the information on the internal cost, and if you are, for example, a consulting company, you can input also the information of the external costs and have immediate access of the profitability of your business. Also, actual time work for each worker, so you can know who to reward and who to, give a good talk and say, you are not working enough, what is happening with your productivity level. Detailed activity summary and task list of each worker. Basically, you can see which person is assigned to which task. And it happened to us in several occasions that we are working for example, large financial institutions that have many contractors, and they are a bit concerned that not all of them are working as hard as they expect, and as there are so many, it's very hard to keep track. With this technology, they not only increase the productivity, because when people know they are monitored or they are potentially being monitored, they work more diligently. But also, they have the chance to stop and start the timer, which activates the transparent business application anytime they want. So some companies decided to ban completely Facebook or Twitter, because Forrester research says that Forrester and Twitter take over 30% of the work time of the employees. We do believe that it's fair for employees to have their personal time, and that it's not reasonable to expect that from 9 to 5 or from 8 to 6, as is the workday for many people, they won't do any personal things. But with this technology, we just ask them not to bill us for that, or not to bill our clients for that. So they can just put a post, do whatever they want to do. They work, in a much more flexible environment. It saves a lot of money and time, because you can send people to work remotely. You can hire people based on the skills and abilities without you having to be limited to whatever talent is available in a specific region. So there are some of the benefits, as I said, also through cost, by day, by month, by week, by any period of time that you want. Business intelligence is a very sweet spot of this application, and I found as an entrepreneur very valuable to run my business more effectively. Also, the ability to coordinate and have visibility of how a project is evolving. Because when you outsource, and even if you leave a task to someone in the same team, even in the same office, you don't know how the work is progressing and is taking the right approach until a report is presented. And many times we find ourselves chasing people for reports. And it can be as easy as to log in, check in your laptop, and see how a project is evolving, if it meets the milestones suggested or not. And also the possibility to, at the fingertips, just have the ability to communicate with anyone. So with this initiative, we are hoping to bring Ukraine a differentiator to take outsourcing to the next level, not only by pairing with the world-renowned top talent that Ukraine has, because that's something that it's a given fact that they have very great talent. By bringing this talent to the world, by making it accessible in a transparent manner, with accountability, with more productivity, with more value, basically breaking all the pain points of traditional outsourcing. So with this technology, we hope that we will take outsourcing to the next level, what we call cloud sourcing. We will help modernize Ukrainian economy. We will help Ukraine to become the Silicon Valley of Europe, retain professionals in Ukraine, because brain drain is a very, very important problem for countries, especially for countries that are on a situation that it's unfortunate or, may have great talent taken away from their countries and moving somewhere else. And also supporting national independence. There is emotional component of this. We fall in love with Ukraine. We develop this technology and we approach the Ukrainian embassy to try to help, because we feel that there is a great opportunity for the world to have more of this magnificent talent, and this will be something that we believe will give you a differentiator to compete with an enormous market opportunity that today is taken by other countries, even though Ukraine has a significant share of the market of outsourcing, and help them increase and help support international democracy in this fantastic area that is starting for Ukraine with the new election of the president. So if you have any questions, I will be here. My partner also, Alex Konanikin, our CEO, will be also at the reception, and we are at your entire disposal to discuss this. Thank you very much.